So the nice thing about that cut tape, I think, is when we get that front where we're going to incorporate the logo for Aero Signet, wrapping around the um, cowling of the engine, we'll be able to make our own design fit exactly the way we want it. So, as opposed to this whole thing will be cut taped as opposed to making it decal when we do the entire body. And then we've also left room at the bottom of the rudder here for a sponsor. So if we get anybody who wants to be the sponsor of the tail, we're selling sponsorships to help raise money to pay the coverage of the plane so we can take kids up for discovery flights and instruction. We'll put their name on the wing. We'll sell the wings, the part of the fuselage, the landing gear. So if you're a sponsor out there watching and like to have your name on this airplane, that'll be at the EAA, it'll be at Sun and Fun and other types of air shows, please make sure you contact us. So do you have the same, now that we have vinyl over vinyl, do you have some of the same issues with the, or same technique for doing the rivets? Is it the same kind of technique of going to pop with your thumb covering those? Okay.
Basically, you're going to be pretty much the same process as if we're just laying over paint or.
Interesting now how you can see that cut tape design start to appear.
Yep. Yeah, it starts to give you that satisfaction of what it's going to look like. We just make sure everything's laid really tight so that we get those clean cuts. We don't want to have it picking up and doing anything weird for us.
Again, I just want to make sure that everybody understands. So that's our logo colors for Aero Signet, aerosignet.org. If you go to aerosignet.org, you'll learn more about our organization, what we do, and then I give you the zoom in there on Dream Car Auto Detailing. This is Aaron doing Dream Car. So if you need to have your car detailed, you need to have your car wrapped, your airplane wrapped, trailer, I suppose you can do boats.
Yep, you can do boats. Yep.
And anything special that people are doing now that's unique or different, or are they just wrapping vehicles to change color? Are they wrapping them because they can get some different things that you couldn't get paint wise?
Yeah, you definitely can get colors and finishes that otherwise would be just exorbitantly high paint cost. Because you can get vinyl with, color shift or metallic flake. Just a lot of the things that to do in paint is going to be just super difficult and cost you, an arm and a leg. So you can do it at a fraction of cost.
For you personally, I mean, if somebody's watching this, boy, I'd like Aaron to do my airplane, you'll travel?
Yep. Go all over the country. Done planes in Texas, California, Utah, Wisconsin, all over the U.S.
And is it mostly certified or people that are building their experimental? What do you do mostly right now?
Most of what I've worked on is the Gamebird GB1s, and then like the Carbon Cubs.
Carbon Cubs, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and those work really nice. The vinyl adheres to the fabric.
So it doesn't matter if it's aluminum or fabric. Fabric can still take this.
Fabric, the vinyl sticks so well. So if there's, if you're looking at it and you're worried about, there's really no risk of it coming off. But if you're worried about it and you have a fabric plane, it sticks insanely. You'll never have a worry of it lifting or giving you any issues. But same on paint or just metal, it adheres really nicely. As long as it's properly installed and post heated and go through the proper process, it will stay on there for years to come. And then down the road, if you want to change the color or sell it with heat, you can remove it and bring it back to what it was when you first bought it, so the next owner can customize and do whatever they want to do with it.
Well, primarily the first reason we decided to do wrap was because we're building this plane inside here at the fair in the exhibit hall so people can come watch us do it, and we couldn't paint in here. So that was the first reason when we decided to go with the shrink wrap. But as I told people we're going to wrap the plane, obviously you get some people that's fantastic, and other people have criticisms of it saying, oh, it won't last as long. What about how long the durability of this type of vinyl?
So this Avery vinyl has a 7-year lifespan, and that's on a vehicle that's, you know, being driven every day in the sun, parked outside. With an airplane, you know, you're either keeping this in the trailer or hangar. It's not sitting out in the sun all the time. I mean, you could easy get, you know, 10 years, 12 years out of it.
And by that time, whoever the next owner is would want to change it.
Right, exactly.
And then it makes it easier for him to change colors.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it easier to take this off than stripping paint?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you could remove a plane in probably, depending on the size, like a plane this size, probably within a day and a half.
And that have all
max.
the chemicals on the ground from the spray.
And yeah,
and
you
all
don't
the
have
other
any.
stuff.
You don't have any chemicals. You don't have any risk to your health. You just hit some heat and you go to town, and it's a super clean process, super safe. You're not dumping chemicals into the water or.
Is it
drains.
just a paradigm shift getting manufacturers and people to think about wrapping as opposed to paint because they've always painted, so they'll always paint, or is there any other reason?
I think, a lot of people, when they go to, look at it, I think they like the idea of paint because, yeah, we've always painted, and that's what, some people are just comfortable with. Partially, people will look at it, they'll go and look at the paint price, and they're like, oh, crap, I don't want to pay the price.
Yeah.
And the wait times for aviation as well is like, you got to find a painter who's available and can do it for you. And, you might be sitting 6 months before they can paint it. Whereas with wrap, if you have somebody come wrap it, tomorrow your plane could be done and you're flying. You're not wasting time waiting for a painter.
Well, I know we want to promote you and get people to use you because you're doing this as a donation to our charity, so we really appreciate that. But what if somebody says, hey, I think I want to do this on my own? Is this an amateur project at all if they're patient enough?
With YouTube these days, you can do anything. If you're resourceful and you watch some videos, you could definitely learn it. There's definite, technique and expertise to doing it. But, at the end of the day, if you've got the desire to learn how to do it, you can learn how to do it. And, if you wanted to do it yourself and you have a wrap shop in your local area, if you get stuck, you just swing by, ask them for some pointers. Most of the guys are pretty cool guys, and I'm sure they'd be, willing to give you a couple pointers. But it's doable. It's definitely not the easiest thing.
Yeah.
When you see it done, it looks really easy.
No, it doesn't. It's the patience. It's just taking the patience and the person like me doesn't have. I'm not.
Yeah, if somebody's wanting to do it themselves and they're not patient, like I wouldn't recommend it for you because it's definitely it'll test your patience. You get it to where it's almost done, and then all of a sudden you got to go back and lift it and fix it and adjust it. If you're not patient, you're gonna get real frustrated with the whole process, and then things can start to turn for you.
I'm going to pause the video here just so that we'll come back when we start to pull the cut tape to show the design.
For sure.